lost your decision because you hesitated.
60 frames a second. I mean,
right.
You got to keep a really good focus to be good at this game.
Definitely. So, looks like they're starting. Dan already at 60%. Shinobi's punish game is really strong, so we're definitely going to see that once if Shinobi gets like a good read and stuff, or just a punish overall. That was a good up tilt to forward tilt. Sheik's normals and tilts are really good, like frame data wise, hitbox wise, and even though Fox like at early percent is really hard to combo with Sheik, besides like throw shenanigans, like Sheik can still stick out pretty good hitboxes. So. That was a good retreat back to the ledge. Did you see that? With Shinobi?
I did.
And that was a good way to get rid of invincibility.
Tag in, he gets a grab off of that.
That was okay. Yeah, definitely capitalize off of that. Now watch what Shinobi does with invincibility. It's always good to pay attention with what these players do when they come back from a stock. So it looks like he more just established more of like a center stage game. That looked like almost a back air he was trying to do, but Dan stuffed it with the down smash. Yeah, I would dash attack. That was good. That was a little too soon, but I can totally understand that. You definitely want to take a stock when it counts, especially against a player like Shinobi.
I really like how... Oh, okay, smoke. Right. Yeah, I did speak too soon. I was going to say, I like how Shinobi has been treating the Sheik matchup, because we saw him play Kuda not too long ago.
Yeah, definitely. He knows this matchup well. He respects the tools that Sheik has. They're threatening. He used to play against Dark Atma all the time, so he definitely has some good experience. Okay, yeah, that was really solid and grabbed the ledge. I think Shinobi's really good at being systematic. He knows X goes to Y, goes to Z sequences in terms of getting a punish.
Okay.
So what we saw there, he did shine to wave dash to down smash, grab the ledge. Oh, okay, so that's actually another thing we talked about, or we didn't talk about that, we talked about mental decisions, spot dodging. That is something mentally that, like, think about, like, when you predict your opponent to spot dodge, because if they never spot dodge, do you even think they're going to do it sometimes? Like, sometimes you have to see the first spot dodge to tell yourself, oh yeah, my opponent's going to spot dodge in this set. Like,
yep.
Yeah.
You'll bat an eye for it more once you witness it.
It's pretty amazing how far you can get with a spot dodge. Now, definitely, once you start getting punished with it, that's when you need to mix it up.
Shinobi taking a deep breath, sliding over the first game. Dan is not phased.
Let's see what stage he goes to. Battlefield, yeah.
Dan's just like staying calm. He's like, I got this.
Throws a needle, just to stuff any ground approach by Shinobi, but Shinobi did an upwards approach, which is smart. Look how like clean those drills are too. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Both these characters have actually really good aerials that can stuff each other approach-wise. And what I mean by stuff for like newer players watching, stuffing an approach is like let's say I'm Sheik and I predict that Fox is going to jump in with a nair. I throw out my forward air just before Fox does his aerial attack to stuff his approach. It's like it's a combination of prediction and establishing spacing. That was good. You don't actually see nair a ton compared to like, compared to like forward air and stuff from Sheik, but it sticks out, and in that scenario, it was good to secure a stock.
Sheik got that long leg.
Right. All right. Yeah, it looks like Shinobi's going for more an aggressive approach rather than like camping lasers. I think Dan's actually really good at like getting used to punishing camps lasers. He doesn't like Falco camping lasers, but Fox is a different story because of the lack of hit stun. So you'll see Dan like throw a needle or something to like punish like laser camping. Now I say punish.
Shield drop fair.
Right. Yeah, shield dropping is pretty big, especially with a character like Sheik that has
almost
these quick aerials.
The stock advantage.
That was a good crouch cancel on the get up attack. See if he can like capitalize. Okay, nothing off of that. And that was good for Shinobi to wave dash back, reestablish like good spacing. But it looks like he ate a dash attack off of that. Oh, actually recovers and gets the punish. That's the thing about Fox. Not only like can you not let him recover, but oh, go ahead. Not only is letting Fox recover not a good thing because his on-stage presence is so strong, but Fox has tools to kill you if you're close to the ledge and he's still getting recovering back on the stage. So I think looks like that Shinobi. Okay, so it's 2 stocks each. Again, pay attention to what Shinobi does right here. Oh, he tries to predict Dansdaman going behind him and trying to stuff him with an up tilt. And I think that was important, getting an early juggle. Could have got like a shine combo easily. especially on the top platform, you're going to chase on the lower parts of the battlefield. Eats the needles. I think that was important for Dan as in terms of like turning around the match. Now, pay attention to how Dan maneuvers around Shinobi while Shinobi's invincible. I know I've been saying that a lot, but it's actually a really important factor that people don't actually talk about a lot is like invincibility. So, okay, I can understand that dash attack. I don't think it was for a read of like rolling right, but it might have been almost like a missed spacing from the dash attack.
He's holding his ground really well right there for a
double
while,
shine.
But you know, one mistake and this is what happens.
Yep. You know what? We actually haven't been seeing really a lot of like grab game from Dan in this set, but I think Shinobi knows that. He knows if he gets grabbed, like Dan can just go into almost endless tech chases if Dan's prediction skills are really high, which they are. They're pretty good. So definitely Shinobi's respecting, I think, both Sheik's power and Dan's prediction skills. Oh, I can understand that forward tilt, but that was good for Shinobi to shorten that. Some Fox players don't do that because they don't want to risk like being so close to the edge.
Dan wants to win this right now.
Yeah, you can definitely tell with his style of play. Oh man, that was good spacing by Dan to not eat the shine or the back air, which could have ended it right there. Yeah, up smash.
Dan had that game. Just a little mistake against Shinobi, and he'll punish you
plus his Fox. Like, yeah, I agree. Back to Battlefield. He wants it. He feels like he can adapt to this, and I've definitely seen a different playstyle from Shinobi in this set compared to before. But I think that's just, again, it's a combination of Dan and Sheik, and so Shinobi respects both, and he's going to definitely like establish a different type of neutral. Okay. See if he capitalizes off of that. Yeah, good back air. He's probably going to try to go for some kind of shine ledge guard. Oh, okay, just patiently wait. Yeah, so I think in this matchup, at 62% now, Dan can definitely start going to stuffing with like forward tilts to end with a combo and like forward air. He's going to go for the down throw, try to tech chase. Okay, good jab reset, but doesn't get off of it because Shinobi goes to the left. And I think Fox still was at a percent that he could safely be on the edge of Battlefield with Sheik at that distance. So it's looking like both players I think they're both trying to get more aggressive, and it's definitely showing. You see, they're both trying to go for these early edge cards, which is understandable. You need to get a lead, especially on the character versus the character in this matchup. Oh, that was a good forward tilt. I think that was extremely important. Definitely could have gone for an early edge guard with forward air if Shinobi DI'd like incorrectly against that. But Shinobi even knows his DIs against Sheik, so that's a pretty good factor. Actually, that's another thing we haven't talked about a lot is like not properly DIing against the opponent's certain setups. Like, you know, like if someone, like, again, we'll use DM as an example, like as Wolf, when you fight someone that doesn't know how to DI Wolf stuff, and you just get all these, like, I shouldn't call them free punishes, but that's basically what it is.
Free punishes.
Right, yeah. That was good.
Wolf's a good scrub destroyer because of how you can cover every tech option with the C stick.
All right.
So nobody knows how to deal with lasers.
Yeah, and I think that's important, like, in this, too, is that, like, you know, and actually that's another thing. I've talked to Jacob Watson about this, a co-commentator I've talked with many times, is sometimes even at this level, doing something that's, quote, scrubby is actually good. Like, spot dodges 2 to 3 times. Who would expect that? But it could work because no one expects it. Like, it's such a, quote, scrubby thing to do that will throw off the opponent. Now, I'm not saying consistently do that because then they'll consistently punish it, but it's interesting when you throw out something that's so, like, you wouldn't do that. That's so early level.
Yeah, it just becomes part of an immense toolkit of neutral options that you have in your arsenal. And sometimes it's the... Oh, he missed that fair? Nicely done by Dan. Hey, Dan.
I think Shinobi will go Yoshi's story, but we'll see.
Yeah, my mentality on that changed. I'll tell a story.
Okay.
We were talking about neutral options, like that was such a scrubby option, quote unquote. Smeesh, you know Smeesh, right, from Nebraska. He told me one time when I said that to him when I was a newer player.
Okay.
I was like, yeah, that was a really stupid option. Like, I don't know how that worked. And he was like, no, man, you have to think about it as just like, I can't remember what he said, but it's just like an option, you know?
Yeah.
You don't have to label your options. You just have to use them appropriately, and if they work, then they work.
The freaking meme, did he just walk up and down smash? I mean, yeah, like sometimes you just do it.
That's just like another
no
thing in the
expects.
list of
Yeah.
neutral options, you know? It's like, that's just what's really cool about this game.
I agree. So to this matchup, Pokemon Stadium, I can understand the stage choice for Shinobi. It gives him some good space. It's not like FD where there's no platforms, so he still has a lot of good spacing to like establish like laser camping, which you haven't
Shinobi
actually
on
seen a
fire.
lot, right?
On fire.
How's a good wave dash back to see if Dan was going to like jump forward onto the higher platform? That actually covered a lot of options. It's just Dan retreated too far. Yeah, Fox is going to do that once he gets that percent on you. Definitely just shine, wave dash, up smash.
That was a really good shield job. I didn't even see that shield come out.
Right. Oh, good. Yes. Okay, so I think sometimes people don't take advantage of wall jumps if their character can do it. Like, you hardly see the scenario, but that right there where Dan did wall jump to back air, that was good. That's another neutral option in your toolkit that some people like throw off. Or like brush off or forget about. See, he just did it again, but you know, in a different manner, of course. See what Dan does, because Shinobi's definitely a KO percent, but it's yeah, there you go.
Dan just positioned himself, excuse me again, for very well for a long time there,
definitely.
and then he got the stock.
Oh, yeah, I can understand the up tilt to stuff, like anything Shinobi would try to come below with, but I think Shinobi is just good at, like, microspacing. I think microspacing is so important, and as Fox, if you can microspace correctly, then you just do a punish. You microspace.
As we just witnessed.
Punish their move that they miss,
That was brutal.
and there you go.
Dash
Good
tag.
down smash.
Missed dash tag and down smash, it hurts me.
I think there's a certain amount of patience involved from both players, too. Because they're realizing some of the things weren't working early on, so they're going to stop for a little bit and then evaluate what's my opponent doing as they approach. Yeah, this is it. Dan's definitely about a KO percent with, like, you know, shine to up smash, but he can definitely do this if he
scrapping.
It looks like almost.
He's trying to go ham on it right there.
Dan knows he has to get out of there, but it looks like he's taking a risk while staying in here because, I mean, he doesn't have a lot of chips left, so he's going to put them all into like certain decisions like this. Yeah, that's Pokemon Stadium for you. I remember early on in PM when that stage was legal. Like
That
super
may
early.
did that ledge get in the way of the Fox up smash?
I'd have to see it again. I didn't pay
Okay.
attention to that part right there. That's a good question though. Oh man, yeah, Shinobi's fishing though, and Dan knows it. The one thing he can take advantage of that Shinobi's trying to fish
Shield,
for an up
man.
smash. I think that's one of the best options Dan can do overall is know that Shinobi, you see, Shinobi's sharking. He's trying to look for that up smash kill.
I think he tried to bait his shield right there. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, up air.
he regrets
Shinobi's
that.
still going to shark, I think. It's just he can safely do it right now. At 0%, Dan's at 121. Dan's on the side of the stage. Yeah. That's it.
Gosh, all right, that's a 3-1, but I was very impressed with Dan's
Yeah.
gameplay.
That was a good adaptation by